Welcome to our HIIT Tabata workout for Saturday. If you don't know who I am, my name's Ryan, and I'm going to be taking us through the workout. So it's 5 exercises. You're going to be doing 8 sets where you go 20 seconds of work, followed by only 10 seconds of rest. So it's really about working your muscles quite a bit here. So we're going to have prone eye raises, Bulgarian split squats, decline push-ups, plank thrusters, and then clap push-ups. Let's get started on our warm-up. So for our warm-up, let's get into a downward dog position. So high plank, hike your hips up and back, and then I just want you to pump out your calves nice and slowly. So just press your heel into the ground one at a time. Good. Keep it up for a few more seconds. Just trying to work on our calves and hamstrings. Get our back stretched out a bit as well. Good. Now, get up. If you have a step or a stair or a Bosu, we're going to use that next. So we're just going to go a lateral step, up, and then to the side. So if you don't have it, you can just step to the side like this, nice and quick. We're just trying to get a bit of hip mobility, get our quads involved a little bit, and get our heart rates up. Good job. All right, next one, we're going to be back on the mat on our stomachs in a T position, and you're going to have your right heel come towards your left hand, and then back down and switch sides. So this is called a scorpion, and if you're doing it, you can kind of see why. It's like a scorpion tail. So this just opens up our hips, stretches our back, and relaxed. Next one's going to be hot feet. So we're just going to get going really quick with our feet like this. So anyone who played basketball or has their kids playing basketball, this is a very common drill in it. Just warms up our calves, warms up our feet, and gets our heart rates really pumping. So you can be in a little bit of a quarter squat or half squat position and relax. Next, we're going to go to Cobra to Child's Pose. So Cobra, hands underneath your shoulders, drop your hips, then hike back into Child's Pose, butt back into your heels, forward to the mat, back into Cobra, back into Child's Pose. Not staying in any one position for very long at this point in the workout. And up. And we'll finish with a punch combination. So jab, jab, cross. 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 And switch sides if you want. Good. Jab, jab, cross. Jab, jab, cross. Jab, jab, cross. Good job. All right, let's get into our HIIT workout. So we're going to start right away. So exercise 1, our prone eye raises. So lying on your stomach, hands in front of you. Lift them up, come back down. Lift them up, come back down. Let's get going if you haven't already. Up, down, up, down, and relax. So that's round 1. I'm just going to switch to a side profile so you can see me a little bit better. In 3, 2, 1, go. So thumbs come up, thumbs come down. Thumbs come up, thumbs come down. Everything else stays in contact with the mat, including your forehead if you can. We're trying to make a straight line from our shoulders to our thumbs, so try not to let your elbows bend, and relax. That's 2. Breathe. And go. So keep that straight line. Your hands should only be a few inches apart as you go about. If you find this too easy for some reason, you can pull it up and hold instead. One more rep and relax. There's 3. Enjoy your rest. It's brief. And we're going to get going again. So round 4 now. Good. Squeezes through the shoulder blades. So every time you lift up, that's what you're focusing on, is squeezing as best you can and relax. So we're at the halfway point now. And go. Up, squeeze back down. Up, squeeze back down. Up, squeeze back down. Keep it going. Go at your own pace. If I'm going too slow for you, speed up. And like I said, if this is too easy, just hold it the whole time and relax. Get ready and go. This is round 6. Don't let yourself get lazy. Don't let your arms just flop to the ground either. You should be in control of them the whole time. Keep going and relax. We got 2 more. 3, 2, 1, go. Keeping my elbows straight. Keep my fingers only maybe 6 inches apart. Really focusing on the squeeze through my upper back. Can really feel the fatigue set in on my right side and relax. And we got 1 more. Then we're going to take a minute break before we get into our second exercise. And go. It's the last round of these. Enjoy these because they're probably your easy exercise today. As we go into the other ones, it's going to be a lot of chest, a lot of shoulders. And relax. All right, so while you're catching your breath, grab a drink of water. And I'm going to introduce our second exercise, so the Bulgarian split squat. So for this one, you're going to need a bench or an elevated surface. So you can use a chair, you can use a stair, whatever is available for you. You're going to have your foot up, so you can either go on your toe or you can keep your foot flat. And then you're going to lower down and then thrust back up. So we're going to alternate legs for each set. So first leg, I'm going to start with my left. First set is my left leg, second set my right, and then we're just going to alternate back and forth. So you're going to end up doing 4 sets on each leg. You can add weights if you want. You probably don't need to do it. So let's get going in 3, 2, 1, go. So drop down, come up. Drop down, come up. If you need something to help balance, have a chair or a hockey stick or whatever you have nearby to help balance, maybe even a wall. Keep in control. Only lower as far as you're able to, and relax. So I'm going to my full depth. You may be even able to get lower than me. That's great. Let's get ready. So switching legs and go. So I'm lowering my back knees, probably still 6 or 8 inches off the ground as I go about it. But you may only be dropping a couple inches and relax. It all depends on what your hip mobility allows for. So switching sides again, not a lot of rest in this, right? So let's get going. So while I'm doing this too, I'm just kind of pumping my arms because I'm kind of pretending I'm running. It just gives me something to occupy my mind. And relax. Switching legs. Get ready and go. So here, what I'm focusing on is having my weight on my right leg evenly distributed between my toe and my heel, and also on the inside and outside. So if you, some people will kind of roll to the inside, some people will roll to the outside and relax. Or they get really heavy on the toe or heavy on the heel. If you get heavy on your toe, switching sides again. If you get heavy on your toe, then you put a lot of strain on your patellar tendon, and that can create some tendonitis and some knee pain. So really important to stay balanced throughout and to take the force through your hip. So I'm really focusing on my hip there. Relax. This quad's a big muscle. It goes past your hip joint and your knee joint, but we want to take the weight through your hip as much as you can. Switching sides again. So this is round 6, our third round on our right leg, if you're following the same legs as me. So you can see my shin angle and my torso angle are about equal. Relax. And that's really important again as well. You don't want those offset. Switching legs. So I don't want to be hinged way too far and my shin being too upright. I want them to be going down at the same angle. They should be parallel to one another as I go through. And relax. And we got one more round. Then we got another minute break. 3, 2, 1, go. So dropping down, coming back up. Good. Good. Keep it up. Legs are probably getting a little tired right now, but you're not going to use them much for the rest of the workout. And relax. Rest of the workout is going to be very heavy on our shoulders, our chest, and our triceps. So get yourself a drink, catch your breath, and we're going to get into decline push-ups. So with the decline push-ups, I'm going to use the bench. It's quite a decline. Bench is probably about 18 inches high, so it's going to put a lot more into my shoulders and upper pecs area. So if you want something a little bit less severe, try just using the first stair on a staircase. This is roughly chair height though, so if you have a chair, you can use that. And to make this easier, you can always widen your stance with your feet. So we're going to get ready in 3, 2, 1, go. So 8 rounds of these. So go at your own pace. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure you're under control. Pause at the top and bottom. Try and kiss the mat or touch your nose to the mat each time. Good. And relax. So that's round 1. Catch your breath. This is going to be a hard one. So we're going to have to take pauses probably throughout the 20 seconds. Let's get going. Round 2. So up, down, up, down, up, down. And relax. That's 2. We got 6 more. So try your best. You might even just stay in a plank. So I'm going to do that for this round. So I'm just going to be in a plank here for round 3. So I'm just holding this. I'm not even doing a push-up. And I can tell you, it's not easy. You'd think it's a lot easier, but it really isn't. 3, 2, 1, relax. So it's going to be pretty shoulder to go about. So that's 3 rounds. This is number 4. So get ready and go. So I'm going to go back into push-ups. But you'll notice that I'm going pretty slow here. I'm not going to push it too much because I know I'm going to gas out if I do. And relax. So we're at the halfway point. Get ready for round 5 and go. And I'm going to cut out a little early because I know I'm getting tired already. Good job, everyone. We got 3 more rounds of this to go. So get ready, set, and go. So good form throughout. Even though we're tired, it's better to do less reps and do them right. Really focus on your exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down, so we keep our core nice and tight. And relax. Oh, my shoulders are feeling it. Get ready and go. So this time, I'm going to go and do a few, and then I'm going to take a quick break. Catch my breath. Get ready. Go. And try and make it to the end here. And relax. We got 1 more round. So I'm going to do the same strategy. Get about 2 or 3 push-ups in, and then switch. Or rest and then go again. So let's get going. 1, 2, 3. Rest quickly. Shake out my arms. Get back in. Up. 1, 2, 3. And that's all I got. And rest. And I'm going to get this bench out of the way. Everyone else hopefully is grabbing a water break right now. Catching your breath. Letting your heart rate come down. So next one we have is a plank thruster. And basically this is like part of a burpee. So you're going to be in a high plank position. You're going to jump in, and then you're going to jump out. So your jumps might not be too far. Maybe they're only a couple inches. Okay? Do your best with them. Again, your shoulders are going to get pretty tired. You're going to get pretty gassed. So take micro breaks as you need. We're going to get going in 3, 2, 1, go. So in, out, pace yourself, in, out, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, rest. Shaking out my arms, trying to get some blood flowing back into them. Get ready and go. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Trying to make sure I finish in a straight line from my head to my heels each time, right? And relax. I'm going to switch my angles so you can see me head on here, just to give you a different point of view. And go. So in, out, in, out, in. Take a bit of pause. Out, out. Drive in and relax. Whew. We're through 3. still got a lot left. So get ready, set, and round 4. In, out. So at this point, you might need to walk in, walk out, walk in, walk out. So that's an option in the modification you can do. And relax. Next round, I'll show you another modification we can do. So this time, getting up and ready, we're just going to hold a high plank. Who says we can't? If you really want to switch something, you can kind of do almost a reverse plank thruster. So you can hike your hips up and back instead. And relax. All right, round 5. We're past the halfway mark. So let's get going again. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, and relax. I'm going to go back to a side view. I feel like you get a bit of a better view of what I'm doing when I'm doing it. And get going again. I'm late. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, and relax. Whew. We got one more. Go at your own pace, but try and push yourself. Ready, and go. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, and down. And relax, and a breather. So, coming into our 5th round, and we left the hardest to last. So we got clap push-ups to finish. If you don't have that strength, or you're dumb as me and sprain your wrist tripping on ice trying to run outside, then try and do a modified push-up, clap push-up instead. So I'll try and demonstrate one normal one. So push up, position, drop down, up, clap. Ooh, that hurt the wrist. So can't do that one. So from a modified position, up, clap, back down. So up, clap, back down, up, clap, back down. So it looks like that. Got 10 seconds, and then we're going to get going. So I'm not going to be doing many of these. This really bugs my wrist. So let's get going. So modified for me, up, clap, back down, up, clap, back down, up, clap, back down. So I'm going to take a little rest and then get ready and get one more out before I relax. Good. So this is a really tough one. Another one, if you have a Bosu ball, I'll show you that for my next round because I think that'd be a bit better on my wrist. So you're going to get ready. Oh, no. Can't do that one. So modified. Up, clap, back down. 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 And relax. So you can see me playing around, see me failing. It's okay. We're just trying our best, right? So let's get going. Round 3 if you haven't already. So do your clap, come back down. Make sure you gather yourself if you need to. Take a little pause. Up, clap, back down, and just continue like that until we hit our break, which we just did. Good job, guys. Hopefully you're getting a few more reps than I am. Let's get going. We got round 4. Unfortunately, this one just bugged my wrist too much. But I'm trying my best to modify within my ability, right? Up, clap, back down. And I gotta rest. And everyone rest. So we're halfway now. We got 4 left. Try your best to power through. Let's get going. So if you haven't switched to modifieds, try and stick with the standard, but you may need to switch to modifieds. And at this point, I'm not even going to try and do the claps. I'm just doing modified push-ups and relax. Breathe. And round 6. Let's get going. So our push-up as best we can. Still trying to create a straight line from my knees all the way to my shoulders and rest. So try not to let my butt hike up in the air. You probably saw that happen on a couple reps, but I'm trying my best not to. I want to keep my core engaged. We got 2 more rounds. So let's just keep it up, guys. Fire through as best you can. Exhale on the way up. That way you can keep your core firing. It's generally the thing that quits before anything else for most people. And relax. Last one, then we stretch. And go. Last round. Then it's a nice cool down. So make sure you push yourself. Don't leave much in the tank, if anything in the tank, if you can. And relax. Good job. So find yourself a wall. We're going to get into a soleus stretch. So in our cool down, wall, bend your back leg. So the knee should be bent. Push your hips into the wall. You should feel the stretch in your calf, generally towards your ankle. And let's switch sides. So hips pushed into the wall, bend the knee, and keep driving. Good job. And breathe. And relax. We're going to do a quad stretch next. So grab your foot, pull your knee in, get your balance or use the wall to balance. Keep nice and upright. Squeeze your glute if you need to. Shake out. Let's switch sides. So you see from a side angle here, if I can balance, I'm nice and tall, nice and straight all the way through. Good. Next is a pigeon stretch. So we're going to be on the ground. You're going to have your leg in this 90-degree position and then lean forward like this. Or if you can, come down on your elbows. And you should feel that in your hip. And let's come up and switch legs. Come down on your forearms if you can. Good. Let's flip around onto our backs. T position. Bend your right knee over top of your left. Grab with your left hand, pull towards the ground, look towards your right shoulder. Untwist. Left knee, right hand, left shoulder. Good. Next is going to be a bicep stretch. So you're going to be up, back of your palm, thumb down, rotate away. So it's just like the chest stretch, but just getting more into your forearm and biceps. And let's switch sides. So Back of your hand, thumb down, rotate away. Good, and we'll finish with the downward dog. So you're going to start in a push-up position. I know our shoulders are probably tired. Then you're going to hike your hips up and back like that. So just like we did at the start. I keep a little bit of knee bend, and that just allows me to get a bit flatter with my back. And I'm going to breathe. Good, and relax. Great job, everyone. So that was a pretty hard one, especially on the shoulders and chest. So I hope you enjoyed the Tabata. If you like our HIIT workouts, Justin teaches the Tuesday one, Dave teaches the Thursday one, and obviously you got me on the weekends. So you can always check us out on Facebook, or if you miss us, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel and catch all of our videos from all of our great instructors throughout the weeks there. So hope you enjoy. Hope I see you next week.